One of the nicest things about automation in risk management is that it gives people a little more breathing room and more time to think. That makes a real difference. Risk management is full of details that matter. The framework matters. The evidence matters. The owner matters. The timing matters. The business context matters. When every one of those details has to be chased, copied, checked, updated, and repackaged by hand, the work can start to feel heavy and technical. Automation helps lighten that load so the team can spend more time on the parts of the job that need human judgment. I like thinking about automation as the quiet helper in the background. It is not there to make big dramatic decisions on behalf of the business. It is there to keep the process moving cleanly. It helps information land where it belongs. It keeps related work connected. It makes it easier to see what changed, what still needs attention, and what has already been handled. A risk program has a lot of moving pieces, and most of them are connected in some way. A control may support more than one framework. A remediation task may affect more than one risk. A vendor review may matter to compliance, security, legal, and operations at the same time. Without automation, people have to keep many of those connections alive, manually. With automation, the program starts to hold those connections for you. The work becomes easier to follow. You are not constantly reassembling the picture every time someone asks for an update. That is practical value. The team can look at the same information from different angles without rebuilding it each time. One person may care about audit readiness. Another may care about vendor exposure. Another may care about business impact. Automation makes it easier for all of those views to come from the same connected source of truth. It gives each person a better starting point for the conversation, which is often half the battle. This also makes reporting feel more natural. Instead of pulling together updates as a separate project, reporting becomes an extension of the work already happening. Leadership can see where things stand. Teams can see what belongs to them. Risk owners can understand what needs attention next. The whole process becomes less about preparing a beautiful report at the end, and more about keeping the program understandable as it moves. The human side of this is important. Risk professionals bring a kind of judgment that software cannot replace. They understand nuance. They know when an issue is technically small but operationally important. They know when a vendor answer deserves a closer look. They know when a control looks fine on paper but needs a better conversation with the business owner. Automation is helpful because it gives those people more space to use that judgment. It handles more of the organizing work so the human work can be sharper. AI, of course, adds another useful layer, as long as it is used in the right spirit. It can help summarize information, compare requirements, draft first versions, and surface patterns that would take longer to find manually. That is useful. But the best use of AI in risk management is not to make the final call. It is to give the team a clearer view before they make the call. In that sense, AI is just another way automation can make the work feel more manageable and more informed. If you're interested in learning how Centraleyes is revolutionizing risk management, see below for some helpful links.